4 years. Then he earns his first ever All-Star selection. Unfortunately, didn't finish as strong with the postseason, but a terrific year.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ross comes in, and it's Joseph in for DeMar DeRozan. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Rose. And on the topic of Lowry, he became only the third Toronto Raptor ever, Clark, to be voted into the All-Star game.
Yeah, you know, Bosh and Vinsanity, the other two. Lowry also participated in the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge. Man, he's been outstanding as a point guard.
And a tenacious leader for the Raptors.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by McDermott. And it's 9 points for Jimmy Butler.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Lowry kicks to Ross. Lowry passes to Ross. Drills it from outside. Ross has got 5 points in the quarter. On the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history, and Clark, you called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time, so look for him to bounce back in the years going forward.
Feeds to Biyombo. To the inside. Patterson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella's wearing the rim out.
Biyombo with the block. Fast break, Toronto. Lowry's got the ball. Up the floor. No good from Ross.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no...
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Bulls lead by 4. And will return shortly. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. The Bulls leading by 4. They've got Powell. Scola up there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's DeRozan in the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined. Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Here is Rose. Gasol on the high post. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
DeRozan. Chicago grabs the miss. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Count that one. 10 points for Luis Scola.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And Holiday, here we go. No good from Gasol. Raptors trailed by 5. Here's DeRozan. No good. Nice D from Rose. Holiday dishes to Gibson. And again, Chicago. No good.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Rose passes to Gasol. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And Valanciunas kicks to DeRozan. And it's Joseph in the corner. The kick out to Scola. 4 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Dunleavy dishes to Gibson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Bulls lead by 4.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
DeRozan passes to Valanciunas. Kicks it to Powell. It's stolen by Dunleavy. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Joseph. The Bulls also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Justin Holiday. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Looks for Lowry, gets it to him. And that is good.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
DeRozan again. It's Butler. Passes to Portis. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Chicago leading by 4. Butler attacking. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Poked loose. 5 to shoot. Here's Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
And Chicago has possession. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He has 17 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
Portis, the pass to Butler. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. 2 shots. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Pass to DeRozan. Plenty of space. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making it.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 11 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, time a huge factor right now. They've got to get points and then the foul.
Yeah, it has to be quick because every tick is critical.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Here's Valanciunas. Money!
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have